What's up, everybody? We have a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, stream cut out last time because of an internet connection thing. If it just goes out randomly again, that's what's going on. That's what's happened. Just having a lot of internet on and off. I mean, it is during a stormy day. And I'm not in my usual apartment where I'd be connected to Ethernet. I'm on spring break now, so I'm hanging out at home. So we have a radar-indicated tornado that is, let's see, near Pleasant Grove, Alabama, and Rock Creek. That's going to be moving northeast, and it's along that line. So, yeah, it's or at least what was left of a line. It's kind of its own little cell now. It is moving east-northeast, so they kind of got a better track at that than they were doing last time. So I'll give that like somewhere in there. Huntsville's issued a... Okay, that's Madison. Okay, so there's now a tornado warning for Madison, Marshall, and Morgan counties. They're going right there. We'll get to that in a second. So North Alabama's starting to flare up again. And figured it would. We talked about that before I went on. If that one is causing circulation, there's no reason to believe that down the line, this one, especially this one, or this one, couldn't do the same thing. So you just got to keep an eye on it. Days like these, when it's really messy like this, it makes it a little harder to catch these things. But this is definitely a telltale sign, especially more of a linear type supercell here, but that's pretty classic for that kind of. If you're going to get a tornado, that's definitely where it's going to be. So this is heading up. Let's go ahead and track that a little bit. Let's see. It starts like right here, goes right here. So yeah, there's no reason to believe it's going to impact Limestone County. I don't think. I would think that this would head almost right towards the city of Florence. Muscle Shoals obviously is right in here. If it keeps on this track, now it did, I guess, take more of a little bit of a turn there. Because now it's sitting like right in here. So it's, probably going to go right through there. A very similar track. It's probably on that boundary that was left on that first round of storms. Let's go real quick and check out Coleman. And that's off the Columbus radar. This is off the Huntsville radar, and you can't see much. Let's see if there was something beforehand. There's broad rotation, but but this is the Coleman one. This is an observed tornado on the ground. So this one is just outside the city of Coleman, in between Coleman and Holly Pond. My mouth has began to not work. Correlation coefficient. Let's see it. Why is it always doing that? I think that would be the tornado. Let me run that. Yeah, okay, so at least for a brief moment, there was a tornado. Your possible tornado is probably going to be somewhere in there. Let's go back to reflectivity. And yeah, that's just a supercell moving off to the northeast. It's heading towards Arab. I mean, if you're an Arab, go through your tornado precautions. Fairview, Cherokee Ridge, Union Grove. And then this is extended into Madison County. And I agree with that. I mean, actually, I think they have a pretty good environment right now. So that's going to be Union Grove, New Hope, Owens Crossroad, Grant. That does include portions of Madison County, and I don't think that anything should be sounding off right now. But Huntsville is not included in the severe thunderstorm warning or the tornado warning associated with the storm. This is not a downtown Huntsville problem for now. Let's go ahead and check, just velocity across the board. You can definitely see, especially being that far out, you can definitely see signs of rotation in Florence. And I mean, from Columbus, it's more noticeable. So we're going to highlight this general region. A tornado could be down really anywhere in that circle, and it's going to be heading in this direction. All right, so if you're anywhere in the polygon, take your tornado precautions, but this thing's going to be moving, and I mean, it's been 7 minutes, so it's probably about at Highway 72 right there. And that's just straight up 72 right there. But, goodness gracious. Tuscumbia, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Florence, it's going to be coming right through here. It's going to be coming right through here. Right. Oh my gosh, I just heard the thing down there. Hawk Pride, Cedar Hills Estates, Valdosta, just going right into Tuscumbia right there. And then right after that, it's going to impact probably northern Muscle Shoals and cross into Florence. Again, this is radar indicated. This isn't a confirmed tornado on the ground, but that is where it would be heading. You can see some circulation, but you don't see any debris yet, and that's a good sign. So let's go back, reflectivity, go wide a little bit. And the cell itself looks to be weakening a little bit, but there's definitely still some circulation there. Again, I do want to keep watching this one right here. And I think this one is probably going to take a similar track and maybe go up here in this direction. And then this would be a Limestone County problem. But I don't know if that is a major concern right now. So we're just going to have to wait that one out. Going down the line, the mass convection has really gone down now all the way to Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. And I will say, I mean, look at that. They have canceled all the tornado warnings in the southern portion of this. The only tornado warnings active in the state are up here in the Tennessee Valley. That's surprising. Let's go down here. Let's check out what they're dealing with down here. I know Mobile, Baldwin County, all those were just implemented into the warning, or in the watch, excuse me. There's still supercells near New Orleans, tracking northeast. So, it's definitely going to ramp back up again. You can see some confluence bands starting to set up right here. And that's where initiation could be for supercells. I don't know if Fairhope, Mobile, Gulf Shores has too much of an impact tonight, but because New Orleans, and what is that, Slidell, and the base St. Louis, okay. Since that's ongoing, that's farther south than Mobile is. You got to respect that, but right now, I'm not seeing any immediate threat to Mobile or the Alabama Gulf Coast, and for the Florida Panhandle, for that matter, for now. So down here, it's really, improved. There was earlier a confirmed tornado on the ground in Gordo. That one could have been really violent. That supercell has faded out almost completely. And that is pretty insane. Is North Alabama going to have tornado activity tonight anytime? I mean, it's happening right now. There's a tornado warning for Florence, and there's a tornado warning for Madison, Coleman, a handful of counties here. What are all the counties listed here? Northern Marshall County, southeastern Madison County, Coleman County, Morgan County. And this was a confirmed tornado, but I think they were about to update that. They updated it, but I don't know if that's going to still be confirmed or not. Let me take a gander. Oh, they updated the tornado warning for Florence. So now they're keeping that north. It does still include the city of Florence, but it is a little iffy right now. They've issued a new tornado warning for Coleman, Limestone, Morgan. Oh, yeah. So that is this one. But Limestone? They issued Limestone? Hold on. Gotta look at this. All right. Well, I guess we're really starting to ramp up. Yeah, Decatur. All right. So here we go again, guys. It's cranking up. So a new tornado warning has been issued by Huntsville. They went ahead. Birmingham hadn't issued it on their side, but they said no. We're gonna. Yep. Yeah. They just went for it. There must be a pretty good rotation there, but anyways, we got an observed tornado on the ground northeast of Coleman. We have another tornado warning for a storm that is in Addison, Alabama, tracking east or north-northeast towards Falkville, Priceville, up to Decatur. This one, let's look at the rotation. That is pretty tight. Compared to what it was earlier, that is pretty tight. And that's not even that's the Columbus radar. Let's look at the Huntsville radar. Yeah, so you got a pretty notable rotation here. And this, first of all, there's two right here. This is the one that is tracking northeast. There's the sirens. Into New Hope, Owens Crossroads. There's also a tornado, possible tornado, to the south of Addison, Alabama. That's going to be tracking northeast, north of Falkville, in between Falkville and Priceville. If this stays on a northern track like this one did on the Coleman side, then we could probably, goodness gracious, then we could probably end up with a tornado going through Decatur. So anywhere from Decatur, Priceville, Falkville, go ahead and get in your safe place. Trinity is not a part of this. The eastern side of Decatur, or the western side of Decatur, is not a part of this either. At the same time, we have another tornado warning for Florence. This is the same one. Here's your possible tornado. Right about here. That's going to be tracking northeast. Probably, and I'm not going to, I mean, it could strengthen, and if it strengthens, it's going to go right through Florence. But right now, I would think it is going to go to the north of downtown Florence and the UNA campus. Let's see. Yep, so it's getting, the circulation from one of the radars is intense. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. It might be Birmingham. This is from the Addison storm. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of people probably joining in right now because the sirens are going off. In Limestone County, that's heading right for us, isn't it? No, I think we're good right now. But, I mean, that's really tight. That's from Birmingham. So we have a pretty tight rotation going through southern Addison right now. Let's check correlation coefficient. I don't expect to see anything on the ground yet. Maybe something there north of Addison. Let's change perspectives. We're going around checking different angles of this thing. Not seeing it again. Well, I'm seeing a maybe. I'm seeing a maybe something. Something's going on near Addison. But if you're tuning in Limestone County, the sirens are going off. There is only a small portion of the county that is under a tornado warning. I'm going to outline Limestone County, and I don't know why we haven't adopted this. I know Tuscaloosa County got it because the sirens didn't go off there on March 15th when I was there. They just canceled one for Florence, by the way. When I was in Tuscaloosa, and there was a tornado warning for part of the county, they didn't issue it for the whole county, but here in Limestone County, that's how we did it. So This area right here is the only area in Limestone County that is under a tornado watch. That's like Mooresville. All right, that's Mooresville. That's the I-65, I-565 junction right there. So it is, this specific tornado is not a threat to Athens, I don't think, but Athens West, stay on guard because this thing could really ramp up. What's happening right now is the better dynamics are really starting to kick in. Even though we've had so much rain, it doesn't matter with these kind of dynamics. Any storm that pops up could rotate. I'm going to check on our molten guy right there. I'm going to check on our molten one, because if these are firing, we don't want that one to fire too. Molten is a little sketchy right now, but it's not too aggressive. Again, Florence, all clear right now for the moment. Coleman northeast. Again, this is going to be moving to the north of Arab towards Cherokee Ridge. It's already past Eva now, but this is going to be heading up towards New Hope in Madison County, and maybe Owens Crossroads, and that runs more aggressive. That one's more tight. So let's compare that real quick to velocity. Okay, so I'm thinking our tornado is going to be right here. All right, that's going to be going northeast into the Owens Crossroads region and New Hope. All right, and in between then, if you happen to find yourself in Cherokee Ridge right now, West Point, Union Hill, Morgan City, Briscoe, Mount Olive, northeast, Hobbs Island, Elon. This is into Madison County now, Burroughs, Owens Crossroads, New Hope, Poplar Ridge. Go ahead and get in your safe place. These things are moving kind of quickly now. This one's tightening even more. This is northeast of Addison, Alabama. This will be tracking into areas like Falkville, and there we go. Campground, Penn, Massey, Cedar Plains, Lebanon, Tanner Heights. Not Tanner, Alabama, but Tanner Heights. That's near Hartselle, Georgia. I didn't even know there was a region down here called Georgia. Valley View, Clemens Crossroads, up to Priceville, Cave Springs, Rolling Hills, part of the city of Decatur, the eastern side of Decatur, and up there to New Hope, Mooresville, Steelwater, and I think that is, that's the regional airport. So Calhoun Community College is a part of the polygon, and it's going to be a minute because they've really expanded this far. But they made that tornado warning really skinny too, and I don't even agree with that track. But the possible tornado in Addison, that one is pretty tight right now. So let's look at, that was the wrong one. Let's look at correlation coefficient. Nothing so far, and that's good. Just got to keep an eye on this. Let's again look back at velocity. And again, the molten storm is sketchy. It's just sketchy. It's in an environment where it could certainly spin up a tornado. And if that Florence one did, then this one definitely could. But right now we got 2 active tornado warnings on the board in the Tennessee Valley. 2 pretty tight rotations. Just making sure everything's good on the stream side. Oh, goodness. Trying to see if I got some more information here. See, radar indicated. It's still radar indicated. Yeah. No big news yet. We don't have any reports of it being on the ground. But it could drop at any point. So you got to be ready for it. This seems like our old radar image. Yep, 6 whole minutes. Let's see here. So again, you got 2 possible tornadoes here. One's going towards Owens Crossroads in Madison County. Let's see, they just updated severe thunderstorm warning. Let me see what that one was. Okay, so that's the updated severe thunderstorm warning with the one going into Madison County. So there definitely still some circulation there. I really want... Here we go, the next radar scan. This one doesn't look as bad. You still have a little bit of rotation. It's kind of outside the polygon. Right there. All right, it's going, again, towards Owens Crossroads in Madison County. So if you're in that region, stay on guard. Let's see. I feel like we need a better angle at that. Yeah, okay. So you still have evidence of rotation going up into Falkville, Priceville, Brookmead, Decatur. Let's see. Make sure there's not a tornado on the ground yet. Still looking good. And that's moving north-northeast. And then let's check on our sketchy molten storm. It's still looking kind of sketchy. But, and I mean, oh gosh. Something could, you just got to watch that. Not a classic circulation or anything, but neither was the Florence one. That's just a, let's see how that unfolds. Let's go wide. The only active, I mean, goodness, nothing down there. That's crazy. That's where the craziest, I guess that's, the dynamics are kind of moving out of there and going to the north. And I guess that's why we're having a lot in the Tennessee Valley here. So, couple areas of interest. There's another one kind of over there towards Russellville. So right now, you're getting a more active threat. Now, looking over here in the Tennessee Valley, like near Chattanooga, getting some supercell action going on up here. So the threat goes on, but this is, and again, this is pretty, it's getting like kind of far away from the radar, but this is a point of interest. That storm is, this has a radar indicated tornado moving northeast towards Decatur-ish, say Mooresville. There's another possible tornado down here that's heading towards Owens Crossroads in southeastern Madison County. So that's what we got going on right now. Let's see. Chicago storm sucked yesterday. I saw that. That did not look fun. Yes, Sammy Kidd, I do like your Wattpad stories. I think the main tornado risk is around Nashville to the Gulf. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. Let's see. Dude, yesterday I saw your live notification, went to sleep, and then I proceeded to wake up to tornado warning at 1 a.m. Yeah, that last night's round one was insane with itself. Yesterday's round one in portions of the country, you know, over there were just, I mean, that was a crazy outbreak that started yesterday. They did just cancel the tornado warning for Madison, Marshall, and Morgan. However, they do have the severe thunderstorm warning with a possible tornado tag. And I think that is, yeah, winds up to 60 miles per hour with a tornado possible. Let's see if we have a new run in here. 547. The one near Moulton is looking a little bit more organized now, so keep an eye on that. But also, the one near Addison looks like it has gotten a little weaker. It's still there. This is from Columbus now. I feel like I should just stick to Columbus at this point, but at least until they get to the Tennessee River. But right now, we got one tornado warning on the board in a matter of how long we've been on. In a matter of 27 minutes, we had 3 just pop up all at once, and now it's starting to cool down a little bit more, but still sketched out about Moulton. I'm sketched out about that. That just kind of looks like a classic, like, beginning stages of when you're in an environment like that, that's kind of what those couplets look like. And these might not really be super long tracked, like they stay on the ground for a long time because it's been so rainy. But these could be really strong still. And these could be intense or violent. But at the same time, that long track thing is less likely. It'll probably go up and down, up and down. Let me scroll back down. How are we looking in Tuscaloosa? So there were 2 tornado warnings earlier in Tuscaloosa. And let's see, I'm going to go to reflectivity. Not in Tuscaloosa, but in Tuscaloosa County. Right now, it's just rainy. We got, I think, there's a couple cells to your south, but right now, I think overall it's looking pretty good. Let's see the general direction of those. You have a couple circulations that could eventually impact areas close to Tuscaloosa. So the threat is certainly not over for T-Town, but it's just one of those days at any time, like we experience here in the Tennessee Valley, at any time, they can just pop up. But that's probably the greatest area for concern when that southern area starts to pick back up again, because it's got to. It will eventually. Back over here, they continue the tornado warning for Coleman, Limestone, and Morgan. So they still see what they would want to see, and it still goes into Limestone County. We have, again, I would like to mention the fact that there is a broad rotation near Moulton. If that holds up, that would impact places like Ripley and Coxey and into, Limestone County and maybe even Athens. But there's no warnings on that yet. That's just an area to watch. And then we have, this is the tornado warned one. This is going to be an extreme northwest Coleman County moving into Morgan County, and that's going to track probably right towards Hartselle. So if you're in Hartselle, go ahead and get in your safe place. These are the kind of setups where you could have some really intense tornadoes at any time. So, had a wrestling tournament moved tomorrow because of this. Hope it isn't canceled. Yeah, there's a lot of things that had to get moved until tomorrow. And I hate that I've had to worry about this all spring break. I've been genuinely stressed about this. When I get back to school, I'm going to be like, I feel like I didn't even get a break. Let's see, was that a new scan in? Okay, so the Moulton circulation got better. In fact, I don't even see it anymore. And it is a little messy there for the Coleman-Morgan County storm as well. It's still hanging out a little bit on the Huntsville radar, so we'll keep it here for a little bit more, especially as this goes by. But certainly the threat is not over. We've got a couple, obviously we've had a couple close calls today. We had that tornado warning for Elkmont, North Limestone County earlier in the day. And now we're dealing with these embedded supercells within this massive cluster. I do want to look at I still think there's a chance that Owens Crossroads tornado gets its act together a little bit. I think all 3 of these rotations could easily get their act together quick. So just kind of got to stay on top of it. I'll keep it on velocity. But right now, I don't think there's a tornado on the ground, so we're just going to kind of lean back, chill here for a second. Let's zoom out and see. South Alabama's still good. So we're going to focus here. And so I'm going to get a little swig of water. Oh, good stuff. Again, the one north of Moulton, still watching it. I wouldn't be surprised if the Owens Crossroads one refired back up. Let's see. It looks like the if that's the right rotation. Hold on, let me time that out. There's an area of rotation in Morgan County, but it is fizzling out, albeit a little bit. I think the couplet is still there in northwest Coleman County, heading towards Falkville and Hartselle. So I would go ahead and, get in your safe place if you're in those locations. But, again, I don't think that storm will impact areas like Athens, Harvest, all those. But I just got to keep an eye on it. Let's go back to reflectivity. And that molten circulation that storm seems to have kind of fizzled out a little bit, which is really good. But it's still not completely out of the question, so we still kind of got to keep an eye on it, as usual. I mean, look, there's another one out here towards Hamilton. What's going on over here? Let's go to the velocity here. Okay, not much. But hey, it looks like a supercell. I mean, that one could easily take advantage of the environment. And that one would track up again towards Russellville and Florence and all that. So, just got to watch these. I mean, you got another little one right here that might try to fool around and do something. So, I mean, just got to stay on top of it. Yeah, a little circulation down there. So, areas of interest now. There. I guess this storm over here. And then, it's got a little something, but not too bad. Not looking too bad right now. Still going to watch that storm on Hamilton, though. Let's go down the line, see what's going on down here. It's becoming really messy in Demopolis. There was a tornado warning down there earlier. That's changed a lot. Okay, so they have canceled the tornado warning in Limestone, Morgan, and Coleman counties. So now we are back to just a severe thunderstorm warning in southeast Huntsville. So, let's see. Let's go to velocity. Take one more look at this. There's definitely a bunch of opportunities for little spin-ups to happen here. So we're going to just go back out and there definitely is, like, for example, I mean, these are cells. These are little supercells. This is one right here. This is one right here. It's another one trying to get its act together right there. And then another pretty impressive looking one right here. So still got to keep an eye on these things. I'm going to, because there's just nothing on the board right now. I'm going to pause the stream, and I'm not going to end it. I think I'm just going to put on the be right back thing. And then before I shut it down, I'll give a recap. But it flared up there for a little bit, and I'm going to stay here. Sitting here and tracking it, and if I see anything else, I'll just switch it back. But let's see. Look at that Hamilton one again. Just not seeing anything too impressive there. If they decide to go with tornado warnings down the line with those, certainly possible. But I will be here ready for it. But thankfully, this day's ceiling was April 27th. I mean, just straight up. But thankfully, a lot of over-convection in this area really helped us. Really helped us. And there's been many violent long-track tornadoes today. In fact, a couple through Tuscaloosa County. I think a really bad tornado went through Gordo. I mean, just like a violent tornado. But and then maybe, well, no, I know another one in Coleman County. Obviously down there towards Demopolis, Livingston, York. And there will be more tonight, especially as it pulls out. Then the risk will shift to places like Auburn and Opelika, Columbus, Eufaula, up to Atlanta. And look at that, around Auburn, you're getting little cells popping up. Is that new? Is that a new thing that just started? Let's see. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of a sign of the event about to ramp up, probably down there in the southeast. I'll probably stream that tonight. If not, I'll just let all my Auburn people know what's going on. But let's see. The Huntsville office just said something. Let's see if I can pull that up on. So, Chrome. Let's go to X. Trying to find the tweet that I just saw. Birmingham says, I guess I can just go ahead and flip it over here to the OBS. Let's go Chrome. All right, so no active warnings in central Alabama at this moment. However, we continue to watch very closely. Our main focus at this time is with the storms in Choctaw County about to move into Sumter, Moringa. Yeah, those should be the main focus right now. Those are kind of like the ones that are like legitimately out there by themselves. They're really messy structures. Meanwhile, Huntsville, watching a group of cells in Morgan and southern Madison County that are moving north-northeast for rotation. Storms are producing very heavy rainfall as well. Do not cross flooded roadways. What are you seeing? It's really funny how they talk very differently. But yeah, the main concern, and that was 59 seconds ago, and that's when they were about to cancel the warning. But this is the focus right now. It's those cells, and then down the line, it'll probably be this cell that we'll have to worry about. But let's see. I'm gonna go look at this one more time. Yeah, they're all four trying. But it's just not looking like they're doing too good right now. Could they start rotating soon? 100%. But we're just going to play it safe here. That looks like it could be a little thing going on. What's going on? Yeah, and this shows the same thing. This side shows the same thing. So, oh gosh, I totally forgot to switch it, didn't I? Yep. Yeah. Sorry, this is my first stream in like years. So, bear with me a little bit. So yeah, this cell near Hamilton, I feel like could pose a threat to northwest Alabama, but nothing to show for it yet. It's just something to watch. And it's got less convection around it. Less. So it won't be fighting super hard for moisture. But again, these are the areas of concern right now. Go back to velocity. Just not seeing anything right now. But I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to put it on pause. I'll put the radar on there too. We'll go to the Be Right Back screen. Looks like this. This is what it looks like. Stream will resume shortly. It's true. Let me move this out of the way so you can see the radar. If you want to. Let's see. Right there. And then let's move that right down there. All right. So here's your cells that you're watching. and I am just gonna track it, by myself real quick. If I need to go back on here for a warning, I will. I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for a second. So I'll be back, guys. See ya. Just gonna come back here real quick for a minute. Sorry, I probably jump scared you because it was just no warning of me doing that, but just giving an update. The storm in northwest Madison County that has that tornado possible tag. That circulation is starting to crank up again. There's a little weird spot right there. There's a couple weird spots, but they're all, I mean, they're all like embedded in this rain mass, right? So, and it would be nice if it showed me the radar. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, they're all embedded, like individual little cells doing its own thing, right there, right there, right there, right in there. So even though it's really rainy, the environment's still so good that they can do it. But this is what I'm worried about. They haven't really gotten together a lot yet. However, these cells are kind of relatively out by themselves. So they will have sufficient inflow if they need it. So these cells could, and they'll be the last hurrah. Once these go by, we'll be fine. But those are the cells that I'm watching. Those are the cells I'm worried about. Those are, remember in April 24th, 2010, it was one of those kinds of cells that created that F4 that went long track in an otherwise busted day. But, I mean, yeah, you have to watch. I'm going to watch these over here, right? So I'm going to go wide here when I go back into pause, but I was just giving an update. I'm going to go back to pausing now, but yeah, that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm concerned at. I'm watching that storm in Hamilton, watching the one in Russellville. All right. Just going to check in here real quick. Let's see. Let's go to the Huntsville radar real quick. So, up here in the Tennessee Valley, we got a bunch of flash flood warnings. And, see, I'm trying to get the radar. It's loading. That's not good. I was like, well, that means that. Hold on. Is that a radar thing or is that a me thing? Yeah, I saw that. Thing in Mobile. I think the severe thunderstorm warning is about to be allowed to expire because those storms have moved on. There are still some cells on the back end right here that I'm watching pretty closely. There was a severe thunderstorm warning for Florence because of a hail maker. Had a lot of hail in that storm. That wasn't a tornado threat. Let's go to velocity. And I mean, you can see some wind. It's bowing out a little bit there. So there still is a spin up tornado threat with that line, but so far so good. And then once that goes through, we'll be in the all clear. Let's get back down here, central Alabama. This guy's trying to chase up to it. Yeah, internet's a little slow. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's fine. But yeah, we have a radar indicated tornado right here. This is north of Marion, Alabama. Heading towards Highway 82, but right now it's somewhere on Alabama Highway Route 5. But I am not seeing much of any significant circulation right there. So they might allow that to expire here in about 20 minutes. Down here towards Mobile, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for a cell out ahead of the line. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. And that is a supercell. Trying to get its act together, but that's going to be mostly North Baldwin County, Centinel, Mount Vernon, McIntosh, Chatham. So that's going to stay to the north of Mobile. I'm not seeing any significant threats for any supercells right here, because if any cells do form right there in that dry slot, then that would definitely move up into Mobile. But I think right now Mobile is looking pretty good. Obviously, they're going to be in the threat from now until about 9, and there could certainly be a spin-up tornado along that path, but so far so good. So they're about to issue a tornado watch for pretty much this whole section right here. Just the downstream watch. They're about to issue that. They just put out a mesoscale discussion for that. The time frame for Auburn, Opelika, Columbus, Utah, or not Utah, Eufaula, Dothan, I'm going to say is going to be probably 9 to 2 a.m. And there could be some tornado spin up in there again. Very favorable environment. So just got to, keep on watching. Keep your phone on tonight. Once this line goes through here, I'm definitely going to go eat food. Hungry. But I might, if it gets gnarly down there towards Auburn, I'm probably going to stream just to cover the loveliest village on the plains. Let's go to velocity. That's messy. So let's go Columbus. It's still showing that bowed out segment right there. It's looking more like a straight line wind threat right there. That one's going more northeast. These are going more northeast. Let's check down on these real quick. Not seeing anything too significant down there. Not any telltale signs of circulation. Oh, okay, yeah. Tornado warning in Bibb County. Count Southern Animates for getting my attention on that one. That is for 46 minutes. This does include Brent, Alabama. And that will impact that Alabama Route 5 and 2582 junction. And that's going to be moving northeast towards the direction of Montevallo. I know there's a lot of, that's when you get closer to the interstate, you're going to get more higher population. So, that's going to be tracking northeast. So if you're somehow in any of those places, get in your safe place. I will say, I'm getting a little trend here. This little boundary, that little boundary, right through there. The way they're starting to shape out, it's becoming less convective like it was in the top, where it was just like a bunch of rain and really messy. This is starting to intensify a little bit. I would not be surprised if we have a couple more tornadoes come through here. So, keep on watching this thing. Don't sleep on it, man. This could still have a couple more tornadoes in it. Let's see. Not much change there. Let's see. Still looking at the 9 p.m. 9 p.m. 2 a.m. Still the time frame we're looking at. Rotation couplet over Odenville right now. Is that Odenville, Tennessee? Yeah, what's going on over here, actually? Oak Ridge. Let's see, where's my closest radar? Ooh, crap. That is a tight rotation going towards Oak Ridge. Let's see if we can see anything on the camera. I know that it's late now, so probably not going to be able to see much. Dew point is 61.7. And they are right at the convective temperature, 61.7. Wow. Dew point's gone up. It's interesting. Yeah, it's just coming down hard. Lightning. Probably not going to be able to see anything from that. See if there's a correlation coefficient signature. And here kind of roughly is. There could be something going on in there. So if you're in Oak Ridge, Tennessee up to Clinton, be in your safe place. That's a supercell, straight up. Look at that. Look over here. We got another one. Let's see. I guess this is better for Huntsville. It's another supercell out by itself. Guess we were all sleeping on the on the Tennessee side of this. Yeah, a little spin up right there and going up north. Not really much here. Spencer, Tennessee, Fall Creek Falls State Park. that area being your safe place. Let's go back over here to the central part of Alabama. Again, this is going to be Brent. It's pretty weak rotation, but it's still making that turn. You just got to respect the polygon. So obviously, if you're in those areas, get in your safe place. So long night still ahead, especially for southeast Alabama. I think that it could really start to ramp up again here in a little bit. Just kind of looking that way on the radar. Let's go back, check up here one more time. See if we got any changes. Man, these Columbus radar, so slow. So slow. Okay, I'm getting tired of this New York Post stuff. Okay, so they just canceled this severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale. There it goes. And I'm wondering if warning at least out for this cell right here. It's got some wind in there. You can definitely tell. It's pretty strong. Let's see. Can I do the... I haven't used this tool, so let's see if it'll work. Is this right? No, that's not right. Hold on. Nope, that's drawing tool. Dude. Okay, I guess I don't know how to do this. Oh, I can do a little... Ooh, okay, so that's what that is. What is this, angle? Yo! What? I can track this? Dude, wait. This is Harrison learning Radar Omega, like, live. This is insane. That's cool. What is this? 2 frames! That's actually... You know what? Let's keep that, actually. That's actually really helpful. I don't have to... Okay. I know Radar Scope had that, but I didn't know this did. Cool. Shoot. Well, can't tell what the winds are because I don't know the tool to figure that out. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, that's like 37 meters per second. That doesn't tell me anything. I'm an Imperial guy. Well, fast winds. It's bowed out segment, so I'm going to keep on watching that. Back down here, golly, even from Columbus, that looks pretty violent. Let's go back to the Birmingham radar. See what's going on down here. Not much. There's looking like there's like some sort of secondary rotation. Oh, what if I do this? Is it going to do it on both sides? No. Oh! Radar scope's got a beat right there. But yeah, weird rotation right here. Weird rotation. But not where you expect it to be in the thunderstorm. So this one, I would not be surprised if they eventually just cancel. And up here in North Alabama, you got that linear little segment right there. It's going through, actually. Let's see. Is this a camera? Yeah. All right, Lexington, Alabama. What's it like? 63-degree dew point. Oh, wow. That's just beautiful. I can see so much. It just looks like a strong thunderstorm. Yeah, so I'm going to keep my eye on this. I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to come back one more time when this is knocking on our door, and then after that, I'll plug up the stream, end it, for a little bit, so I can do something else for a little bit. It's still spring break, just barely. Um, but yeah, see you guys later. Yeah.